Is Damnation a hidden gem? Let's discuss. See, I've been holding off on making a video about this set mainly because I wanted to see how it would stack up against the new core sets, and also I wasn't really quite sure how I felt about it. The numbers though aren't encouraging. I'd say the set got overlooked by most people. And I think there are a couple reasons for that. There's a familiarity about its design, something we've seen a few times before. And while this means that it has far more combo potential than its sister set, it's not as striking as Sanctum when you first look at it. This is deceptive though. Eric and the 3D team really achieved something special with this set, I feel. I had a conversation with GGG Zach about it, and I quote, "Damnation really takes advantage of the new PBR workflow. A lot of care was put into the bronze of the mask and the shoulders, and the cloth cloak uses gloss and specular color to achieve a sort of velvety look that we couldn't get before. And I really can't emphasize this enough, especially the bronze. The metal on this set looks amazing. Just compare it to Bringer of Rain, and it's fully apparent how far we've come texture-wise the last few years. And while most, if not all, of the items in the game are produced with PBR these days, they're still figuring out new and creative ways to use the technology. Me, personally, I'm just really excited to see where this tech will take us in the future, especially with PoE 2 on the horizon." Now, the second hang-up people have with this set is the character effect. Both the weapon and the character effect were made by Titles, and unfortunately I wasn't able to reach him for comment. And while I like the weapon effect, especially when it's applied to staffs and other long weapons, I can't help but feel the character effect is muddy and discolored. It also suffers from the curse of the floating orbs that so many new character effects happen to have. I'm not a fan of these. Maybe if they had their own physics and followed the character through vertical movement, and generally just felt slightly more independent, like the Legion aura, they'd be a bit better. But right now, they just feel too static for me to enjoy. So let's switch gears a little bit and talk about combos. And oh man, this set's aforementioned familiarity means it fits into just about any collection. Add to that the soft and warm tones present throughout the design, and Damnation has a ton of potential. I think this is really evident in the fact that despite my lack of coverage on it, it's been leaking into other sets' videos and combos subtly, like the Basilisk Haven combo I showcased last week. The helm has a really brutal appearance when equipped on a male that makes various melee-themed combos pop, like this Manticore one here. However, when equipped on a female class, the set gives off more of a blood cultist vibe. We try to lean into that here with the automaton gloves and a bunch of different blood effects, including flesh and stone, which looks great. You can swap in the Raymond Demon wings if you want a more solid look, but both are great. The helm is by far my favorite piece of the set simply because of its versatility. See this example as we fully embrace the darkness in this Seeker-based Demon Hunter combo. Another great setup I'd recommend is the Blood Guardian wings. While the bronze on the wings is slightly more saturated than on the armor, they still look absolutely incredible together, and this is a great base to use for further customization. And really, that's just scratching the surface. If you'd like to see this versus like a bunch more things, I did a full breakdown on it a few weeks ago that's worth skimming over. So to summarize, yes, Damnation is a hidden gem. It's weakened by a lackluster character effect, and it has stiff competition at its tier. Both Sanctum and Basilisk are great options, but it still has great potential. Its synergy with past sets means that you'll have an easier time mixing and matching to achieve certain looks, and the uniqueness of this helm gives this set a charming place in most collections. So while this review took me a while to write, I'm happy to say that this supporter pack gets my recommendation. I'm honestly a little sad that this one got so overlooked by the community. Hopefully it doesn't stay that way.